Good afternoon and thanks for your company. You're watching The Last Trade here on kalkinemedia. Today the S&P ASX 200 closed up, gaining 17.90 points or 0.25%. The top performing stocks in this index were Brambles, which was up 11.03%, and QUBE as well, up 5.40 rather. Over the past 5 days, the index has lost 0.39% and sits at 4.95% above its 52-week low. Today, the logistics firm Brambles was the best performer on the ASX after a 10.5% jump on the early trades. The pallets and containers supplier responded to today's media articles relating to a potential bid by CVC Capital Partners for the company. Brambles has confirmed that it had preliminary engagement with CVC regarding an unsolicited proposal to acquire all of its shares. Although the engagement is preliminary, incomplete, and there has been no formal proposal received from CVC. And there is no certainty that the engagement will lead to a binding proposal of shares being received from the companies. And responding to the news, shares of the company closed at $11.58 today. And shares of Auckland International Airport were spotted trading 1.6% higher at $6.37 in the early hours. The shares later shot up to $6.68. This surge comes in light of the company releasing its monthly passenger volume report for March and April. And otherwise, the share price of the airport has fallen approximately 3% on the ASX over the past 12 months. Although Auckland Airport's year-to-date share price has also fallen 8.49% as the closing hours neared. Moving on, the share price of Cooper Energy caught investor attention today as the oil and gas exploration company announced a lift in its guidance given the recent surge in oil prices. Shares of the company were spotted trading 1.8% higher at 27 cents a share in the early hours of trading. Over the last year, Cooper Energy has risen 3.85%, although the stock is still down 2.86% on a year-to-date basis. Now looking at Goodman Group, the Australian integrated commercial and industrial property company, which owns, develops and manages real estate. The business today released its update for the third quarter and confirmed profit guidance for the fiscal year 2022. Goodman reaffirmed its earlier forecast for the fiscal year 22 operating earnings per share growth of 23% and a full-year dividend of 30 cents a share. Then on the back of this development, the company's shares were trading in the red at $19.62. In the early hours of trading, though, it was trading in the green, priced at just over $20. Meanwhile, the shares of Sayona Mining, which has been suffering for quite a while in the past week, the shares, however, climbed the green ladder of price surges on Friday, and they've been continuing to do so since then. In contrast to the performance of the materials sector, which have been faring in the red today, Sayona shares are trading at 25 cents, which is a 5% jump from the previous close. And that is a wrap on The Last Trade, but tune in for more only on kalkinemedia. I'm Holly Shields, signing off.